most of our boundaries are actually created by law. Most of our technical boundaries are created by law. Even Kenya is also established through the constitution in terms of boundaries and things like that. So I think from a legal standpoint, it's actually to open the borders in a way that serves all of us, between our neighbors, between our brothers out there, either within Africa or out. And you'd be surprised that when you travel around the world, most of our differences are really not that big. A family in Rwanda, a family in Nigeria, a family in Kenya would be the same family. They want a good education for their children, they want good health care, and they just want a decent life. So sometimes some of these boundaries really do not exist. They exist only in law and as a fiction that was created, as Mheshimiwa said here, from the Berlin Conference in 1885, and subsequently with the way the politics has been organized around the continent and around the world. But when it comes to humanity, I think what the legal system can do is to shrink those boundaries and allow people to travel, cross-border, trade, and interact with the least sort of obstructions as possible.
How possible is this? So that we break the chain. You know, the non-tariff barriers, for example, the trade barriers.
Yes.
The president is we have that free trade to South Africa and other countries, but then how quick can that happen?
It depends actually a lot on politics even than the law.
That goes back to
I think
it's all about politics and leadership.
Yes, it's more about politics and leadership. The law just comes as the last instrument to put together those agreements in terms of how countries agree, how politicians agree, and things like that. But the law is not the first. The law is there to serve man and not the other way around.
So, okay.
Yes.
Now then the question, the question comes in.
Yes.
How long did it take for EU to be established?
Yes.
And how long did it take for the Schengen countries to come together and agree? The port of entry can only be, say, for example, Amsterdam. Once you're in Amsterdam, you are clear to enter any other country within the Schengen network. All this is political goodwill. As has been stated, it doesn't mean we are going to dissolve the independent jurisdiction of the various countries. They will exist as free countries.